The reason why the deep state, the global elites, and the Democrats have stolen the U.S. election is precisely due to the fact that our civilization has already entered its collapse phase. Oil production is now in permanent decline, and other fossil fuels are also beginning to fail or about to. And our civilization cannot survive in its current form when that happens. If Biden is elected, the elites will be able to ram through a Green New Deal that they hope will slow down the collapse in fossil fuels. Their efforts are doomed to failure, but they are so desperate to try anything. And a part of that anything is the engineered collapse of the world economy via COVID-19 lockdowns. The proof that COVID-19 is no worse than influenza is overwhelming, but they are still talking about the need to lock down everyone. And I would say that this is completely insane if I also didn't know our access to energy is collapsing. And since the elites want to control what's left, your economy will get destroyed, no matter if you are in South America, Asia, or Australia, and they do not care how many people die in the process. Martin Armstrong thinks that 1 billion people will die as the elites attempt to impose Communism 3.0. I actually think that he's being a little optimistic. But I completely agree that widespread death and destruction will be the result as world leaders rush to take control of what is left of our energy supplies. Oh, and remember something very, very important. The rise of the nation state is directly correlated to the rise of coal and oil production. Cheap and abundant energy gave us the ability to create the political entities that we now take for granted, the nation state. Yes, it was an idea that some claim to have origins in the Peace of Westphalia, two peace treaties that ended the 30 Years' War. That happened in 1648, so the idea of political sovereignty over fixed national borders has been around for a while. However, Westphalian sovereignty was great in theory but difficult in practice. Controlling long political borders without efficient transportation and fast communication is impossible. That is the lesson of history, and it's why Abraham Lincoln rammed through the Transcontinental Railroad. He knew that this was the only way for the United States to retain control of America's western territories. Without fossil fuels, the U.S. could not have become as great as she is today. The coal-powered railroads defeated the Spanish and captured massive territory. And it was American oil that won both World War I and World War II. And now that energy production is in decline, what happens to the Americas, Europe, and Asia? The answer is easy. They fall apart. Just as oil, coal, and natural gas helped tie us together, the collapse of these resources will cause us to fall apart. And the elites are desperate to keep that from happening. The problem for the elites is that there are too many elites. Only a few of the elites have a chance of surviving, so they will bite, claw, and devour each other until only a few remain. That is how you get the 10 kings without a kingdom described in Revelation 17:12. The next few years will be exceptionally difficult for everyone as the elites kill each other off. War will be common and life will be cheap. So please, hold God as close as you can. For an excellent article on peak oil that lays the sum of the reasons behind what we are already seeing, go here. The narrative problem after peak oil on the website consciousnessofsheep.co.uk. What Tim Watkins is saying in that article spells disaster for all of us. No one will be unaffected, no one. We will all suffer severe economic hardship and some of us will die. There is no other way to look at this if you understand history. Please hold on to God as tightly as you can. Only He can see you through this. That's it for this shotcast. Again, hit like, click subscribe, and whack that little bell. And please share this video or the MP3 below. After you've done all that, leave a comment. I like seeing what you have to say about what was said here. Your input is welcome. then help keep Omega Shock and the Shockcast alive. There's a link below that can help you do that. I am truly grateful for all of you who have helped this ministry continue. May God bless you for your generosity. Also, subscribe to The Shock Letter at theshockletter.com and read my books for free, When Jacob Returns and Ezekiel's Fire. You do not want to get caught by what is coming.